Hey guys, finishing up here at the garden. It's Friday evening early. I'm headed home. Few things, lessons learned. These French marigolds got so big and tall that they started splitting at the base. I don't know if you can see that. So I didn't bring my tools with me to clean that up, but it's something that I definitely need to do. Just to be a good neighbor and keep my, my plants contained into my lot. Y'all know me. Remember, I did that hard edge right here to keep it nice and neat. So I need to come in here, and I didn't know that these flowers got this big and tall. I thought they were like these marigolds that you get at the store, but I digress. Everything. So the trouble right now, it's been so hot and humid and stormy and raining every single night. We get a huge deluge of rain. Everything over here is muddy. It's starting to smell swampy. I'm a little bit at an advantage because my plot is about halfway in here, but this garden slopes from up and goes down. But a lot of these plots over here are starting to smell swampy. It's interesting. My squash look happy. My chard started to get eaten by something, so I cut all of the I trimmed out all of the predated leaves, and hopefully that can recover. Now these tomatillos, I was saying earlier that by far the easiest plant that I grew this year. You can see how big and prolific the bushes are. To date, there's not a lot of, pods on these plants, but I see like a lot of them coming, like hundreds of them. Like, I don't know how many are actually going to turn into fruit. But what I wanted to point out, I left a little bit on here because I'm a little bit curious. I went to the garden center and got some copper fungicide because do you see that yellow spotting on the leaves? I think it's a fungus. So I cut the majority of the infected leaves off of the plant. And then I sprayed it down with some fungicide to try to prevent a whole lot of spread. It's only affecting these in the front here. The ones in the back seem less affected, and I'm curious about that because they're more crowded back there, and there's more air up here. But definitely see a lot more pods forming. What else is going on over here? The pole beans are working their way up the poles. So they're looking good. Up their little teepees. And our nice, beautiful sunset light. And finally, now these flowers, they're kind of getting on my nerves. They're so big at this point, I can't walk through the pathway. Look at my San Marzano tomatoes. That's gonna be a nice little harvest. The plant is making a whole lot more, and there's a lot more of those on this plant right here. So I'm gonna get a lot of tomatoes. What I did with the tomatoes is I went through and just cut off any leaves that didn't look right, like this. So leaves that have like this, where it's kind of starting to look a little sus, I just cut them off. I think it's a fungus also, because it's so hot, sticky, and humid. Like you can see my neighbor's tomatoes. Anything that looks like that, I cut it off my plant. But they're doing really well. They're starting to actually make more tomatoes, so I have a little bit less concern about that. I took an eggplant off of this eggplant, a nice big one, this plant in particular is making nice big fruits. There's one coming over here, but hopefully this one will catch up. At some point I'll probably have to tie that to the stake too for support. But you know, it's late July. Everything's doing well. It's looking a little messy, which I don't really mind. Summer is really, at this point of the year, is about production as we transition from late summer to late summer or harvest season. So I got a couple of cucumbers the other day, so they look just fine. Oh, and I pulled a couple of hot peppers off, so we'll get those tasted up. And then I got some basil. So that's it. Happy gardening.